All right, it's been a minute since I made a video, but this is that 305 I was turned down the other day. It's in excellent shape. Excuse me. I was going to just rebuild it as a 305, but I think I'm going to keep that crankshaft and these rods for a different project. And I already ordered pistons for a 305, but I think I'm going a different direction. I just happen to have a 3-inch stroke crankshaft for a one-piece rear main seal. And the pistons I got, if I mill a little bit off them, I could use a 6-inch rod, and I get about 363 cubic inches. It would be a 365 if these bores were 3.75, but they're not. They're 3.736, so that's where we end up with 363 cubic inches. So I have most of the parts. I'm waiting on the rods. They'll be here sometime next week. And I'm going to put a hydraulic roller camshaft on here. And I will top it off with the Engine Quest 305 Vortex cylinder heads. And then I'm going to track down a 2-barrel Vortex, cast iron Vortex intake manifold. And they're the ones that would be possibly on a boat. And it will fit a Rochester 2G carburetor. And that'll pretty much be this build. When I'm done, I'm hoping to try and get it to 9.5 to 1 compression ratio. And it'll have a set of headers on it. But anyway, this is what I'm doing with this. This is a project I want to do in the near future. I'm just waiting on a few parts to get started on it. All right. So that 265 I was just talking about, or more like 263. This is the beginning of the parts list for building this. As I build this, I'm going to tally up everything I get, or any kind of labor expenses for stuff that I can't do. Like, I'm going to take this crankshaft I got, send it out, and get it reground. I can't do that. I'll have to add that to the cost on this list. But so far, this is what we have. We have some pistons already ordered. They're for a 305. But with those pistons, a 6-inch rod, and a 3-inch stroke, if I mill about 35 thousandths off those pistons, it will work. So anyway, I had bought these pistons and rings off eBay for $204. The connecting rod's another eBay find for $165. The crankshaft came from Pick and Pull for $81.98. The rod bearings and main bearings will be King bearings. They're HP line. I'm assuming this crank will have to get ground tin over. So they're about $69, $70 for each set of bearings. The camshaft is another eBay find. I've ordered quite a few of these factory regrind camshafts from eBay. They actually work really good. For this, I'm going to go 214 at 50 on the intake, 218 at 50 for the exhaust, 480 lift with a 1.5 rocker arm ratio. The lifters will be Brian Tooley lifters. Oh, and that camshaft was $206.99. Excuse me. The lifters will be Brian Tooley lifters from Summit Racing for $179.99. They're going to be hydraulic roller lifters, and this is a hydraulic roller cam. The cam bearings are sealed power. I use these bearings all the time because they're bimetal. They're just aluminum and steel. They don't have Babbitt that melts off of them. They're $23.99 for a set. The cylinder heads, they'll be Engine Quest cylinder heads. They're 305 Vortex replacement heads for a set. We're looking at $640.99 bare. So I'll have to size the valve guides, put my own valves in it, valve springs, retainers, locks, everything. But that's the cost for the bare cylinder heads. And then the rocker arms that's off eBay, but you can order it directly from Engine Quest if you want. The rocker arms are another eBay find, and they are stainless steel shaft mounted rocker arms, $239.99. Not too bad of a deal. I've never used these ones or this brand, but I'm going to give it a try. The problem with generic rocker arms is sometimes the needle bearings are garbage in them. And you just don't know till you try. So I'm going to try out this set, and we'll see if they're any good. And the push rods are to be determined. Now, obviously, this is not a finished list. This is just what I've come up with so far. As I build this 265, I'm going to document all the costs associated with it. So when we get to the end, we'll have a total running price on what it costs to put this motor together. Now, if you're interested, go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and you can follow along as I build this 265. I'm going to document and show everything I do. It's not going to be a crazy build. But ultimately, when I'm done, I'm going to try and track down a dyno and see what this little thing will put out. So if you're interested, hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button. It will help out in the long run if I get enough people. If not, I'm still going to do this. So either way, thanks.